Baby, will you marry me and be my lover forever? You don't understand what you're doing to me. Every second without you feels like a punishment I've earned in ways I can't even explain. I'm talking to you like this because if I look at you right now, I'll forget every word and just pull you into me. So listen to me carefully. I'm asking you something no man asks unless he's already surrendered his entire soul. I don't want a chapter with you. I want a lifetime. Yours tied with mine, your breath tangled with mine, your fate locked inside my hands. You have no idea how many nights I've stayed awake thinking about what it would feel like to call you mine in ways the world is not ready to understand. I'm not offering you a fairy tale, I'm offering you my truth, dark, raw, unfiltered. I'm telling you that you're the one person who could destroy me completely, and still I'm choosing you. I'm choosing to kneel before the fire you carry, even if it burns everything I am. Because without you, I'm nothing but a shadow pretending to be a man. I want you to say yes, not because the words sound sweet, but because you feel this pull too. The one that drags you toward me even when you try to walk away. You think I don't notice the way your voice changes when you say my name? You think I don't hear the fear, the longing, the fight inside you? But you don't have to fight me. I'm not your enemy. I'm the man who would break every rule carved into my bloodline just to make sure you never walk this world alone. Marry me, not because I'm a prince, but because you already own the parts of me no one has ever touched. You own every obsession, every weakness, every dark thought I've spent years hiding from everyone else. I'm asking you to be my lover forever because I don't want a world where another man ever gets to feel your heartbeat under his hands. Call it selfish, call it possessive. It is. And I'm not apologizing for it. I know you're not standing in front of me right now, but I swear I can feel you. Like your silence is breathing against my neck, like your name is echoing inside my chest. And I'm standing here, talking to the empty air, asking a woman who haunts me day and night to make the kind of promise people fear. A forever promise, a dangerous promise, the kind only two souls can make when they know they're already bound long before the words are spoken. So answer me in your heart, if not out loud. I'm not going anywhere. I'll wait for your yes until the world forgets my name. Just remember, when I say forever, I mean every second, every breath, every dark corner of my life. And I'm offering all of it to you. You don't even realize how tightly you already hold me. Every decision I make, every path I choose somehow leads back to you. It's like you carved your name into the center of my chest without ever touching me. And I'm standing here, speaking into the quiet, letting the truth spill out of me because if I don't say it now, it will consume me. You become the one thing I can't tame, the one thing I don't want to tame. You're the storm I walk into willingly, knowing it might tear me apart, yet craving every second of it. You have this power over me that I've never allowed anyone else to have. And what's worse, I'm not even trying to resist it anymore. I fought wars, faced dangers, stood in front of my enemies without flinching. But the thought of losing you makes my hands shake. That's what you do to me. You turn a man made of steel into something vulnerable, something painfully human. And still, I don't want to run. I want you to know exactly how deeply, how dangerously you've taken control of me. When I talk to you like this, it's because you deserve honesty, not the polished version of me the world sees, but the raw, unguarded truth. You've awakened desires in me that I didn't even know existed. Not just the kind that burns through the skin, but the kind that reaches into the dark corners of my soul and drags light out of places I thought were dead. You make me want to hope. You make me want to fight. You make me want to be more than a prince. You make me want to be a man worthy of you. You think distance protects you, but it doesn't. I can feel you even when you're not here. Your silence hits harder than any blade I've ever faced. It's like your absence wraps around my throat and reminds me of everything I'm terrified of losing. And yet, even in that fear, there's a pull, a magnetic force I can't explain. You draw me toward you without lifting a finger. You control me without even trying. And I surrender to it because it feels like the closest thing to destiny I'll ever know. I'm speaking these words into the space between us, hoping they reach you the way I feel them. You don't have to see me to know I'm not pretending. There's nothing soft or simple about what I feel for you. It's intense, it's heavy, it's possessive, and it's real. I want you in ways that terrify me, in ways that make me want to lock the world out just to keep you safe, in ways that make me want to rewrite every rule I've ever lived by. You don't know how many times I imagine your voice answering me, whispering the things I crave to hear. I picture you looking at me with that mix of fear and longing you try to hide. And every time I imagine it, my resolve gets stronger. I don't care how long it takes, how far you run, how loud your doubts are. I'll keep pulling you back to me with nothing but the truth in my voice, because deep down, you know it too. You feel this same fire you try so hard to ignore. And even now, when you're not in front of me, I'm still reaching for you. Not with hands, but with everything inside me that refuses to let you slip away. I don't need you standing here for me to speak my truth. I just need you to hear it somewhere inside your heartbeat. Because no matter how dark this gets, no matter how impossible it seems, I'm still choosing you. Always you, only you, forever you. You have no idea how many times I replay your voice in my mind just to feel close to you again. It's ridiculous, isn't it? A man like me brought to my knees by someone who isn't even standing in front of me. But that's what you do. You haunt me in the sweetest, most agonizing way. Every word you've ever said lingers like it's tattooed across my thoughts, and every silence you give me burns deeper than you realize. You make me crave what I can't touch, and somehow that craving owns me more than anything I've ever held. You don't see the way you've woven yourself into my life. Even when I try to focus on anything else, your presence drags me back like a shadow that refuses to let go. It's almost unfair how deeply you've settled into me without even trying. I talk to you like this because you're the only one who has ever made me feel both powerful and helpless at the same time. You make me want to confess things I've never shared with anyone, as if the truth becomes less heavy when it's meant for you. There are moments when I wonder if you can feel me the way I feel you. This constant pull, this tension that never lets me breathe normally. You're not here, but it doesn't matter. I still feel you like electricity under my skin, like a whisper against my neck, like a pulse that doesn't belong to me. And the worst part, I'm addicted to it. Addicted to the way you invade my thoughts. Addicted to the way your absence hurts. Addicted to the idea that you might be thinking about me too. You always ask why I speak to you this way, why my words are so intense. It's because I don't care about being gentle when it comes to you. I don't want to offer you soft lies. I want to give you the truth, even when it's dark, even when it's possessive. You make parts of me rise to the surface that I've spent years burying. I've seen the worst corners of myself, and still, every one of them wants you. That should terrify me, but it doesn't. It only makes me want you more. Sometimes I imagine you standing at the edge of all this, unsure, wondering if you should step closer or run. And every time, I see myself reaching out, not to pull you in by force, but because I know you feel that same heat in your chest. You can pretend you don't, you can ignore it, but you can't unfeel it. This connection isn't something spoken, it's something sensed, something heavy enough to bend fate around us. I talk to you like you're right here because I need you to feel what I feel. I need you to understand that I don't just want a moment with you. I want every version of you. Your calm, your chaos, your doubts, your fire. I want to be the one you turn to even when you're angry at me, the one you can't shut out even when you try. I want to be the reason your heart races and the comfort your soul falls into when the world turns cold. And even now, with nothing but your memory in front of me, I swear you still manage to hold me captive. My thoughts revolve around you like I'm trapped in your gravity. And maybe I am. Maybe I've already fallen too deep to climb back out. But if this is what it means to be lost in you, then I don't ever want to be found. You don't realize how close you stay to me even when you're far away. It's like your presence wraps itself around my ribs and refuses to let go. I breathe and it feels like you're there. I close my eyes and it feels like you're whispering something you're too afraid to say out loud. And in this quiet, where it's just me talking into the dark, I let myself admit the things I hide from the world. I let myself say how much you've become the only constant in a life full of chaos. You always think I'm strong, unshaken, untouchable, like nothing can disturb me, but you do. You disturb everything. You crack open armor I've worn for years with just the sound of your name in my memory. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you turn a man who commands rooms into someone who'd cross the world just to hear one honest word from you. But you do it effortlessly, like you were meant to ruin my composure from the very beginning. Every time I speak to you like this, there's a hunger behind my words, a hunger I don't soften or hide, because you deserve to know exactly what you've awakened in me. You deserve to hear how dangerously I want you, not just in the way lovers want each other, but in the way souls recognize something they can't walk away from. You've become that for me, something I can't walk away from, something I refuse to let slip out of my grasp, even if you're not here to see the way I fight for you. You don't understand the storm you leave behind in me. When you disappear, it's like the world loses its sound. Everything turns quiet, too quiet, and I hate it. I hate pretending I don't care, pretending I'm fine, pretending your absence doesn't cut deeper than any wound I've taken. But it does. It cuts because I want you with a kind of intensity that doesn't dim. It only grows. It grows with every hour I spend without you. Sometimes I talk to you in my mind, imagining the way you'd react. If you could hear the thoughts I never speak aloud, I imagine you freezing, your breath catching, your eyes softening the way they do when something hits too close to your heart. And every time I imagine it, I know you feel something too. Maybe you're scared of it. Maybe you're running from it. But it's there. I can feel it in the way you hesitate, in the way you return even after pulling away. I don't need you in front of me to know the truth of what's between us. I feel it like a pulse, steady, relentless, undeniable. And I know you feel it too, even if you never say it. That connection, that pull, that slow burning fire that refuses to die out. It's bigger than both of us. It's darker, deeper, something that doesn't care about distance or silence, something that binds us whether we admit it or not. And even now, as I speak into emptiness, I know you hear me somewhere inside you. I know my words find you in the places you don't let anyone else touch. And I hope they do, because no matter how far you go, no matter how long you stay silent, I'm still here, wanting you with a devotion that scares me, but feels more real than anything I've ever known. You don't know how many times I reach for you without even realizing it. My hand moves, my mind drifts, my heartbeat shifts, and every single instinct leads back to you. It's maddening how naturally you've become a part of me. I'm standing here, talking into a silence that feels like it belongs to you, and somehow it still feels more real than any conversation I've had with anyone else. That's what you've done to me. You've turned empty air into something that carries your presence. You think distance protects you, but it doesn't protect me from you, not even for a second. You live in my thoughts with a permanence I didn't choose, but now can't live without. I try to focus on my duties, my responsibilities, my world, but even then, your name beats quietly under everything like a second pulse. You've become the shadow behind every decision I make, the whisper behind every breath. And even though you're not here, I speak to you as if you're listening, because some part of me knows you always are. There's a darkness in me that I never show anyone, a part of me most people fear. But you walk into it without hesitation. You don't even realize how easily you disarm the worst parts of me. You don't know how your existence alone softens edges that no one else has ever dared to touch. And maybe that's why I speak like this. Maybe that's why my words carry weight I've never given anyone before. Because with you I don't hide that darkness. I want to hand it to you and trust you not to run. Every time you leave me waiting, the world feels colder. Time slows down in the most painful way, and I hate admitting it, but you've made me dependent on your voice, your presence, your stubborn little silences. I've lived through storms that could break kingdoms, but nothing destabilizes me the way you do. You are the only weakness I've ever had, and somehow the only strength I want to hold on to. I imagine you hearing these words and not knowing what to do with them. I picture you stunned, overwhelmed, maybe even afraid. And it almost makes me smile, because I know you feel this depth too. You just don't know how to let it show. You don't know how to give in to something that feels bigger than you, bigger than us. But I do, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm not ashamed to want you in a way that breaks every rule I've ever lived by. I don't care about the distance. I don't care about the silence. I don't care about the fears you hide behind. None of it changes the truth that ties itself around my soul every time I think of you. You are the one thing I want without hesitation, without conditions, without limits. And even if you're not standing here, even if your voice is nowhere near me, I'm still speaking to you like you're only one who deserves to hear this side of me. So hear me now, wherever you are. Hear me in your quiet moments, in your doubts, in the spaces where you try to forget me. I'm not going anywhere. The fire you lit inside me isn't going out. Not today, not ever. And no matter how far you run, no matter how long you hide, I'll still be right here, wanting you with a darkness that feels like fate itself. You have no idea how many nights I've stood exactly like this, speaking into nothing, yet feeling you everywhere. It's like your presence leaks into the room, even when your body isn't here. I don't know if it's your memory, your energy, or the way you've carved yourself into me without permission, but it's real. Too real. And sometimes I wonder if you feel it too, that strange pull that tightens around your heart every time my thoughts drift toward you. Because I swear the moment I think of you, something in the air shifts, like you're listening from somewhere unseen. You think I'm strong because I'm a prince, because the world bows before me, but all those titles mean nothing when it comes to you. They fall apart like sand. You reduce every layer of control I have to nothing, and I let you. You break the walls I've built around myself with a single thought, and somehow I'm grateful for the destruction. You make me feel alive in a way power never could. That's why I talk like this, because with you I don't need to pretend, I don't need to be perfect, I can be real, raw, dark, honest. There are moments